I've been asked the question a lot, why Peter Obi? And today I've decided I'm not just going to give you one reason why Peter Obi. I'm going to give you 100 reasons why I will be voting for Peter Obi. February 25th, 2023, by the grace of God. My first reason is empathy. Peter Obi has shown that he cares for the people, and the person that cares for the people will take the people up to where he is. The second, I'm talking about gender inclusion. For me, it's about gender. I'm tired of all the time, because I'm a woman, being excluded. And of course, Peter Obi has shown that gender inclusion is something that he holds very dear. Are you talking about competence? Yes, that is my third reason why I'm voting for Peter Obi. He's competent. He has shown it in all the things that he's doing. The next one, of course, is boldness. Peter Obi has shown that he's bold. He's not afraid to take on those who want to bring the nation down, and he's always standing for what is right. Then I'm looking at patriotism. Peter Obi is one who is patriotic, who has shown again and again and again that he cares about the country. And do I need to tell you, the pension from the state, the fact that Peter Obi is not collecting pension as ex-governor is enough reason for me to vote him. Consistency. He has been someone who has been there. You are not only hearing him because he's running for office, you've always heard him because he cares for Nigeria. He has always been present. That's another reason for me. Being present. He is not one that only comes out at a certain time. He doesn't need to be in Dubai. He doesn't need to be in London. He is in Nigeria and ensuring that Nigeria matters to him. He's focused on the issue of Nigeria, and taking everybody from consumption to production. And of course, he's not rigid. He's not standing in one place. So that for me is another reason. He's not rigid. He's flexible, and he knows the dynamism of a country that we have as Nigeria, and he's going to do everything for us to be at the place where we need to. The next one, of course, is the fact that Mr. Peter Obi focuses on the future. He cares about the future generation. He's not only talking about the election, but about the future. And that, for me, is a reason why I will be voting for Mr. Peter Obi. The next one, of course, he sets a vision. Do you know what it is to be able to see into the future, and not only see into the future, but to carry people along with the vision that you're seeing? He sees a vision for Nigeria, and we all are going along with it. He's also setting a direction, and that is what has given people hope that indeed there's something that if we all come together and work together, we'll be able to achieve a lot. And then his display of business acumen. I'm going on and on and on. I'm going to get to 100. He displays business acumen. He shows that indeed he knows what it is when it comes to business. And we've always said over and over and over again that the people we have in leadership should take Nigeria as if it's their organization and treat it the way they would have treated their organization. He seeks for improvement. Mr. Peter Obi is always seeking for improvement. He doesn't come with any arrogance. He doesn't say that he knows it all. He's always seeking to improve himself, and he's always welcoming criticism. That is a major reason why I'm supporting Mr. Peter Obi. He welcomes criticism. He tells you that yes, he'll make mistakes. He will learn from the mistake, and he will be better. Also, he not only welcomes criticism, he listens when people speak. He listens. For me, that's another reason. He also thinks critically. That, for me, is another reason why I will be voting for Mr. Peter. Oh, yes. Peter Obi is such an easy sell, because there are so many attributes that are out there. I'm going to list them for you. 100 I'm going to. One of the things, of course, is that he listens to understand. You might say that, isn't that the same thing as the other that I've said where he listens? There is a place where people listen to you. There is another one where people are listening to you and hearing you to understand from your own point of view. And we have seen it again and again and again that Mr. Peter Obi does that. And then he communicates with transparency. Wherever Mr. Peter Obi says something, you know definitely that's what it is. You're not thinking what is hidden behind it, because he's someone who comes out with that honesty and just tells you the way it is. There are a lot of people out there whom the person they are supporting, when he says one thing, they have to explain and again and again and again what he means. I don't have that problem. When Peter Obi speaks, he sends a clear message. Isn't that a reason? For me, it's amongst my 100 reasons. Peter Obi manages conflicts with ease, crisis and conflict with so much ease and so much confidence that even when you were sort of like rattled, when you see him, you will feel. He's not the one that will call himself unifier, yet unable to unify anything. He doesn't have to say it because he has it in him to unify the people. And today you can see it, how the whole of Nigeria, we are all coming together, we are united, and we are saying it's Obi we want. Another thing also for me that is another reason is the fact that Peter Obi is able to interact with everybody, people at different levels, with so much ease. It's not an easy thing to do. Many people do not have it. So you see the way he treats, whether it's the upper class, the lower class, everyone. He sees every one of us as citizens. And of course, that saying we say all the time, that no Nigerian is more Nigerian than any Nigeria. Guess what? There is someone who embodies it, and that's Peter Obi. Another thing also is respect that he has for everyone. My brother, my sister, he treats you and speaks to people with so much respect. Not what we normally see where people who are running for office, they're denigrating, they look down on people. For me, that's a key. Peter Obi gives his all to everything that he does, and that's another reason for me. You've seen this election for him, what it has been. Everywhere he's going, from here to there to there, he's putting all. He's not sitting back with a sense of entitlement, feeling that Nigeria should give it to him. He's coming out to say to Nigerians, I want to work for you. And the next reason for me is he focuses on result. Isn't that something? He's focusing on the result that needs to be done. He's not looking at, oh, what are people saying, or what are they throwing at him, or the things they are getting at him. No, he's not focused on any of that. He's just sitting and focusing on the result, because we need the result to get there. And how do we get the result? Is by getting things done. And that for me is another reason Peter Obi gets things done. And that for me, like I said, is another reason why I am voting for Peter Obi. Another reason is that Peter Obi is not afraid to travel the less traveled road. You can see what he did by leaving PDP and going on to Labour. He was not afraid to go that way, because he believes that if he puts his all with all sincerity, Nigeria will see it. Peter Obi stands for what he believes in. That for me is another reason why I am supporting Mr. Peter Obi, why I'll be voting for Mr. Peter Obi. He's one who is not afraid to stand for what he believes in, and also he sets high standards. He sets the standards and everybody follows, and that's what we need. We need people that will take Nigeria to the level that it's supposed to be, not the mediocrity that we've seen again and again and again. He takes ownership. That for me is very important. He says the box will stop at his table. He takes ownership in what he does. We've seen it before. He has done it before, and we are looking forward to him doing that at the national level. For me, that's another reason why I'm supporting me. Peter Obi is fearless. He has shown it. You might see him as if, oh, he looks quiet, but he's fearless and he dares. And we with people that will dare for Nigeria and take Nigeria to that place. He's ready to take risks for good. And of course, you saw what happened. He was ready to take that good risk and say, yes, I will go to another party, and I will stand there and I will fight for Nigeria. Peter Obi has earned respect. He gives respect, and he has earned it for all over the country. That is something that has not been easy for a lot of politicians, but he has been able to do it. There is integrity and fairness. For me, those are such critical reasons why I am voting for Mr. Peter Obi. And then, of course, he leads by example. He's not asking others to do it. He is doing it himself, and he's doing it and leading by example. Another important reason why my vote is for Peter Obi, well, he seeks for knowledge. For anybody that you see who is always ready to learn, that is such an important thing for one to have. And then he has leadership presence. When you see Peter Obi, you know that is a leader. And he's also able to inspire others, motivate others. These are two critical reasons. Right now, Nigerians are inspired, they're motivated, they know that we can get a country that we all have been dreaming about, we all have been yearning for. He can influence others also. It's very important when you have a leader who can influence you to do the right thing. Guess what happens? The people will grow, the nation will grow. Mr. Peter Obi also has the capacity to engage different views. He brings everybody, he listens to everybody, and people are able to speak with ease where he is. For me, that is something that is very critical. I don't want a leader who only listens to particular views that suit his ego. I want a leader who is ready to listen to different views. Peter Obi also has been able to create shared sense of purpose. That is why you can see people from all over the country, from different walks of life, they are working together on the obedient movement. He has been able to give people a purpose, a shared sense of purpose. He is also able to build collaborative team working together. And also another reason for me is the fact that he trusts others to do the job without him micromanaging. That means he's able to delegate. Delegation is a very important leadership qualities, and we've seen it. Peter Obi empowers others to do it. He's not one that just wants to be the only one doing everything. He goes on and he empowers others, and he gives credit where credit is due. That for me, it's a very, very strong reason why I am supporting Mr. Peter Obi. And another one is that he helps others to shine. You think I'm running out of steam? No, I'm giving you 100 reasons, and I want you to count those reasons. Loyalty. For me, that's such a great reason why I'll be voting for Mr. Peter Obi. He's been so loyal. He's so loyal. Even people that are stabbing him in the back right now, he never says anything bad about them. He goes, there are people whom he was on the street for them when their election was annulled, yet they are coming out and say all sorts of things to him, but he doesn't say anything. Ability to confront those who are be doing anyhow. You do anyhow, you see anyhow. You saw what he did. A little bit of that confrontation, and somebody was whining like a baby. That said, don't do it. I love that. Another reason why I will be voting for Peter Obi by the grace of God is the fact that he's self-motivated. It's something he wants to do. He pushes himself, he keeps going, and he gets other people motivated along the way. Then we have the negotiation skill. He has capacity to negotiate. He has capacity to work with everybody. He has capacity to sit down and look at people and bring people together that ordinarily would not come together to be on the same table. Then there's clarity of thoughts. You can see the inside matching the outside. And that's why when he speaks, he doesn't need translator. He doesn't need anyone translating his message, because his message is direct and there's clarity. Confidence. For me, it's another reason why I'll be voting for Mr. Peter Obi. You know, he exudes confidence and he inspires confidence in people. So when he gets into office, you know definitely that the people will have confidence in their leader. Ability to teach, for me, also is another reason. He has capacity not just to learn, but also to teach people and carry them on. And then his optimism and positivity. You see him even when in the eye of the storm, he remains calm. He's always optimistic, and that is such an important characteristic and reason why I will be voting for Mr. Peter Obi. Another thing, of course, is that he's interested in feedback. Whenever anything is done, he always asks, what are the things? What can we learn? Well, so that, you know, he wants to learn. He wants that feedback from everyone. And like we've said earlier before, he listens, and he listens to understand. Accountability is something that is also very, very dear to me, and is accountable, and that is also a reason why I will be voting for Peter Obi. Remember, I told you that I'll be giving you 100 reasons, and I'm not going to shy away from that. Peter Obi also is someone who gets the best from people. So for me, that's another reason. He's able to inspire, and that inspiration leads to people coming and doing and giving in their best. Courage is also something for me that is very, very important. Peter Obi is courageous. He's running against so many, but yet he stays on course. He is unruffled, and he keeps going. He takes responsibility. That is another reason for me why I'm voting for Peter Obi. He doesn't make excuses. If a mistake is made, he comes out, he takes responsibility. That's very important. He's also very engaging. He's on the issue, what is happening. He's not just trying to look the other way, or just try to muzzle his way or rush into the villa. He's engaging with the people to get it. Another one, he has humor and yabbing skills. I love that so much. You know, my ruffle side is always looking for things like that. He yaps. He's the kind of person that he's done yabbing you. It takes you 3 days to actually realize that you have been yapped. Passion. It's very important. When you're passionate about something, you give it your all, you push for it. And that is something that Mr. Peter Obi has. He's ethical, he believes in doing the right thing, and Peter Obi cares. That's another reason for me. You see, when he's talking about Nigeria, you see when he's talking about people, the citizens, you can see that care and love coming out from me. He's also a charismatic leader. You understand? Charisma is very important in leadership. You don't want the one that doesn't inspire people, doesn't inspire confidence. So he has that charisma. He has emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is absolutely very important, because you must know how to manage people for you to all be able to succeed, and Peter Obi has that. Another reason, he is fair. And he's fair in his dealings, in what he does with the people, and that's always very, very critical. We need someone who is fair, someone who is not biased, someone who just focus, who just want the right thing to be done by Nigeria, and is fair to everyone. Peter Obi is a fighter. For me, that's another great reason. He fought the cabal in Anambra, and I need someone that will fight the cabal in Nigeria. He has resilience. He stays on. He doesn't move away from the cause. And we want someone that will stay on the fight for a greater Nigeria. Humility is something else. He's one who is humble. He has maturity. He's ingenious. He's transparent. What he says is what you get, and that for me, it's a great characteristic and reason why I will be voting for Peter Obi. What about you? I'm not done yet. There are so many other reasons. He's also a problem solver. I need someone who will not make excuses, who will not be telling me about past administration, who will take the problem and solve them. And Peter Obi has. And then the other one is authority. He takes on authority. He's in charge. He's not the one that will chicken out of anything. And for me, that's very, very serious. He's someone who sees the urgency that is needed in Nigeria to get Nigeria out of where it is right now. And I take that as a very, very serious reason why I'll be voting for Peter Obi. Decisiveness. He's decisive on an issue. He takes it on. There is no dilly-dallying from anywhere, and he goes, and he's never afraid to make mistakes. I am afraid of people who say they don't make mistakes, or they don't want to make. Yes, mistakes have been made, but he's one that is ready to learn, keep growing, and keep giving the best to Nigerians. He takes on his toes. That again, for me, it's another reason why I'll be voting for Mr. Peter Obi. Open-minded, tough-minded. Yes, he is tough also. He is tough-minded. Things that need toughness, Peter Obi will be ready to give you that toughness. He faces obstacles with grace, even when he's going through so much. Guess what? He's still smiling and still going on until he speaks. You wouldn't even know. Then he's street smart. That is a huge quality, because this Nigeria with its ruffle, they need somebody that can also ruffle-nize it with them. That for me is a great quality. And the fact that he's proactive, he's not just waiting until things get done, he anticipates them and get them done. That is very, very huge. He's also flexible. You don't want somebody who is so rigid. So Peter Obi is flexible. This also is another reason why I'm voting for Peter Obi. He manages setback very well with grace. Of course, he goes on. That also for me, it's another reason. And so with Nigeria, he'll be able to keep going keep going and doing the things that are needed for Nigeria. We have creativity. He's someone who is creative, and he's looking for where you think, oh, this way, what can he do? Before you know what's happening, he brings something out, and that's so important. He improves lives. He touches lives and improves them. He's someone that whenever he sees something, he wants to uplift the people, leave them better than he met them. And we're looking forward to Mr. Peter Obi being the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and leaving Nigerian people better, way better than he met them. He challenges the process that is not working very well. He's not afraid to challenge it and go head on against that process and ensure that the right thing, the right process is put in place. Then there's conviction. He's convinced about what he's doing, and he's able to sell that conviction to every other citizen. And that's why you see the OB30 movement is going so on with different Nigerians from all over the country and Nigerians outside the country, and even people who are not Nigerians. They are convinced that Mr. Peter Obi indeed is the answer Nigeria is looking for at this moment. I told you 100, and right now we are just on 92. 8 more to go. I'm giving you, and you will get those 8 reasons, and we will get to 100 why you need to vote for Mr. Peter. My 93rd reason is that Peter Obi is a leader that exudes calmness. Even when you are anxious, when you have so much anxiety, when you know the person who is in charge, you will feel a sense of calmness. Another thing also is that Peter Obi is a leader who sees every Nigeria as important. We keep saying that no Nigerian is more Nigerian than any Nigerian. And finally, we'll get someone who indeed believes that every Nigeria is important. And that's why he treats every Nigerian with respect. Not the ones that before they get into office, they're already treating Nigerians with disdain. Peter Obi will be a commander-in-chief that will be in charge. He has said it repeatedly that the bucks will stop at his table. And another reason for me is the fact that Peter Obi will be a leader for Nigeria and Nigerians, and not just a leader for the cabal. Peter Obi is going to be a strategic leader. You see how much he gives out that strategy, looking for strategy to how to get things done. He will be a leader that is dependable. Nigerians need someone they can depend on, and so that they know even when they turn their back, that indeed that leader will take care of them. I'm still on. We have 2 more reasons to get to 100, and I say to you that Peter Obi is a transformative leader. He will transform Nigeria and get it to that place we've always been yearning for, and that for me is a reason why I will be voting for Peter Obi by the grace of God. Number 100 reasons. I told you I'm going to give you 100 reasons why I will be voting for Peter Obi, and this is 100th reason. He is a servant leader. He's someone who knows leadership is all about service. And that's one thing we've always missed in Nigeria. And right now, I've given you 100 reasons why I'm going to vote for Peter Obi. Go through all those reasons and see indeed that these are the reasons why you choose a leader. Nigeria needs good leadership. Nigeria needs someone who cares. Nigeria needs someone with empathy, with strategy, one that will work for Nigeria, that is patriotic, one that believes in the country. So that's what we need to do. On February 25th, 2023. Let's all come out and vote for Mr. Peter Obi. Don't be afraid. Your one vote will be counted. Everybody's vote will be counted. And as long as we put in those votes, we will get the desired result that we're looking for. And when he gets into office, definitely, we will occupy our office of the citizen and we hold him accountable. And he is one that is ready to be held accountable. And that is very important. Please, dear Nigerians, the 2023 election is an election for survivor. It's not an election for us to sit at home. Every one of us must be out there. You must be out there. Even before we get there, you must ensure that we are all coming out and we are all campaigning and ensuring that Mr. Peter Obi gets into office. You are running for president through Mr. Peter Obi. I am running for president through Mr. Peter Obi. Let's get going. Let's get to work. Peter Obi for president 2023. Thank you.